The kid should be sitting in long sitting with leg abduction. Okay. So maximum possible hip abduction without pain. Okay. The hip should be in external rotation and the knee should be in extension. So therapist will be sitting behind the kid and will be facilitating the lumbar extension. Okay. We'll ask the kid to take bilateral.
lower lip.
Please look here, please. Okay. This exercise is in long sitting, leg abduction with trunk facilitation. Okay. The kid should be sitting with long sitting with hip abduction as much as possible within the pain limits. The lower limbs should be external rotation and the knee should be maintained in extension. Okay. So the therapist will be sitting behind, will be facilitating the lumbar extension. The kid can use bilateral hands, stick in the hand, the kid can take the stick up and take it down. Okay. This exercise is mainly to stretch the hip adductors and to facilitate the trunk extensors. Okay. So it is one of the important exercises for stretching the hip adductors and for facilitating the trunk extensors. Okay. So the position of the kid, the position of the therapist is important. The kid should be sitting in long sitting with maximum possible hip abduction, knee extension and external rotation of the hip joint. The therapist will be sitting behind the kid, okay, facilitating the lumbar extension. Ask the kid to take stick in the hands and take it up. And this is what I am talking. The kid should take bilateral hand stick and should take it up and take it down. So by this we can facilitate the trunk extensors and we can stretch the hip adductors, which is very, very important. So this is one exercises for facilitating the trunk extensors and for stretching the hip adductors. The next one is progressive elongation of hamstrings in sideline. So progressive stretching of hamstrings in sideline position. So the kid should be in sideline position. Okay. The kid should be in sideline position. The therapist should be between the two legs. Okay. Flex. Okay. The therapist should be between the two legs. The upper part of the leg, the hip should be flexed to flex. The upper part of the leg, the hip should be flexed to 90 degrees. Okay. One leg of the therapist should support the other leg of the kid to maintain the hip in neutral joint. The other leg will be supporting the other foot. Okay. So one hand should be on the pelvis to stabilize the pelvis. Okay. Other hand will be elongating the knee extension. Understand what I am talking?
Yes.
This is progressive elongation of hamstring muscles. Okay, the kid should be sideline. Okay, the therapist should be between the two legs. The upper part of the leg should be flexed to, hip should be flexed to 90 degrees, which is very, very important. The therapist knee should be supporting the kid's knee to maintain the hip in neutral. Okay, okay, so hip joint should be maintained with the one hand and support the knee joint and slowly extend the lower leg. Okay, so this is progressive elongation of hamstring muscle in sideline position. Okay, please sit. The next is how to facilitate the abdominal muscles on the physio ball. So to facilitate abdominal muscles, so this exercise is to facilitate the abdominal muscles. So if you want to facilitate abdominal muscles, the kid should be in sideline position. The therapist should be facing forward. Okay. The therapist should be holding the lower arm, and the therapist should be holding the thigh of the lower leg. Okay. So this is the position. Okay. So slowly rotate the ball down. Okay. Ask the child to come up and roll up. Okay. So by this it facilitates the abdominal muscles. So please do understand. The kid should be in sideline on the physio ball. The therapist should be facing forward the kid. The therapist should hold the lower arm, and the one hand should hold the thigh of the lower leg. Slowly move the ball down. Ask the child to come up and roll towards up. So when the child comes up and rolls towards you, he has to use the abdominal muscles. Okay. If you want to assist the child, you can move the ball towards you. You want to resist, you can take the ball away from you. Okay. So the kid should be in sideline, which is very, very important. The therapist should be holding lower arm and the thigh of the lower leg. Okay. Slowly move the ball down. Ask the child to come up and roll towards you. So this facilitates the abdominal muscles, which is very, very important. Is it clear? Next is how to facilitate the back extensors. So if you want to facilitate the back extensors, you can use physio ball, or even you can use bolster. Okay. The position of the kid should be in prone line. Okay. The upper limbs should be in 140 degrees of long lever flexion. Okay. So the kid should be holding stick in bilateral hands. Okay. Okay. The support should be till the chest level. Okay. The therapist should be behind the kid. Okay. So the kid will be holding stick in bilateral hands and ask the kid to lift the upper limbs, head and neck, and slowly back extension. Understood what I am talking? By this way it facilitates the back extensors. So please understand, if you want to facilitate the back extensors, the kid should be lying on prone on the ball. It should be supported till the chest level. Face, upper part of the chest should be out of the ball. Okay. The upper limb should be in 140 degrees of long lever flexion. The kid should be holding a stick in both the hands. Okay. And ask the kid to lift the hands up and head and neck, and automatically back extension. Okay. By this we can facilitate the back extensors. The same thing we can use bolster. It's the same thing. Okay, till the chest it should be supported. Okay, so upper limb should be in long lever flexion 140 degrees. Ask the kid to lift the hands up, automatically head and neck and back extension. So this is the method for facilitating the back extensors. Okay. We can do sit to stand facilitation. Okay. When sit to stand facilitation, you can use a bolster. Okay. You can make the kid sit like this, hands on the, foot on the floor. You can put some table in front of the kid. Okay, we can assist the child from the pelvis in standing. Okay, you can use sit to stand facilitation on the bolster. Even you can use on the physiotherapist lap. Okay, you can make the kid sit on the lap of the therapist. Okay, support the pelvis, put some toys in front. Okay, so assist the kid to standing position from the pelvis and supporting the knee joint. Okay, so this is the way we can facilitate sit to stand by using bolster or using lap. Even you can use a bench. So whatever position, the feet should be touching the floor, which is very, very important. Understood what I am talking? So both the feet should touch the floor and the knee should be flexed. The therapist should hold the pelvis level and should give some support at the knee assistance. Okay, this is the way we can facilitate sit to stand using bolster, using physical therapist lap, or even you can use a small bench. So whatever the position, the feet should be touching the floor, which is very, very important. The knee joint should be flexed to, hip and knee should be flexed to 90 degrees. Okay. Next exercise is hip abduction in standing. Okay. So one leg should be on the floor. Okay. One leg should be long lever, hip abduction and external rotation. The therapist should be behind the kid. Okay. So in this position, what is happening? It is stretching the hip adductors. Okay, and it facilitates the core muscles. Understood what I am talking? So standing hip abduction. Okay, so one leg should be on the floor, one leg should be hip abduction on the bolster with external rotation. Okay, it is long lever hip abduction. One leg should be in mid stance position. Okay, it facilitates, it helps to stretch the hip adductors. Okay, you can ask the kid to take a ball and throw it overhead so that it facilitates the postural muscles. You can ask the kid to sit and stand in this position. Okay, basically this exercise is to stretch the hip adductors and to facilitate the core muscles and have weight bearing on the stance leg. Understood what I am talking? Okay, this is one exercise. The other exercise is standing, pushing the ball. Okay, for standing, pushing the ball, we should use a ball. The kid should be holding the ball. Okay, the therapist should be behind, maintaining the pelvis, hip and knee joint in alignment. Okay, ask the kid to push the ball at the xiphisternal level. When the kid pushes, just hold the ball. When the kid pushes the ball at the xiphisternal level, it facilitates the abdominals and serratus anterior muscles. So put the ball in front. Okay. The therapist should be holding the kid from the back, supporting the pelvis. Make sure that the hip and knee is in alignment. Ask the kid to use the upper limbs at the xiphisternal level and push the ball. When the kid pushes the ball, the serratus anterior muscle and the abdominal muscle will get facilitated, which is very, very important. So please, okay, the therapist should be behind. Okay, supporting the pelvis, alignment of the knee and hip joint should be maintained. Okay, the kid should be pushing the ball at the xiphisternal level. Okay, it helps to facilitate the serratus anterior muscle bilaterally, and it helps to facilitate the abdominal muscles, which is very, very important. One more exercise. On the physio ball, Okay, leg abduction. Okay, supine leg abduction, bridging on the physio ball. Okay, for this exercise, the head, the upper part of the trunk should be on the physio ball. Okay, the therapist should be sitting in a small ball. Okay, this one. The therapist should be sitting in a small ball. Okay, holding the leg in abduction with external rotation and knee joint in extension. Okay, the foot should be on therapist's knee and ask the kid to lift the pelvis up. Okay, so we are doing bridging on physio ball with leg abduction. Okay, so it facilitates the gluteal muscles and the back muscles, and it helps to stretch the hamstring muscle. Understand what I am talking? So it is basically a bridging exercise which is done on physio ball. Okay, the kid should be in supine line. Okay, the head and neck, the upper part of the trunk should be on the physio ball. The lower limb should be abduction with knee extension, external rotation. The feet should be supporting the therapist knee joint. The therapist should be sitting on a small ball and ask the kid to lift the pelvis up. When the kid lifts the pelvis up, it helps to facilitate the gluteal muscles and it helps to along with the hamstring muscles, which is very, very important. So the last exercise which we can discuss about is standing weight shifts. Okay, so the kid should be standing like this. The therapist should be sitting behind. One hand of the therapist should be on the pelvis. The other hand should be maintaining at the knee joint extension. So we can do slight perturbations on lateral side and the slight weight shifts on the anterior posterior. Okay, the perturbation should be slow, it should be less, so that it helps to stimulate the postural muscles. Okay, so this is standing weight shifts. Okay, the therapist should be sitting behind, holding the pelvis and supporting the knee joint in alignment. Okay, so weight shifts can be given lateral, okay, and slightly anterior posterior. The weight shift should be subtle, it should not be more. It should be able to facilitate the core muscles of the trunk, which is very, very important. Okay, so these are some of the important exercises for stretching and facilitation things. Next week we'll put exam. Okay, who is the leader? Next